All right, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises and honor and glory that is due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, telling his truth, and double citations to all Yahagim, the men that are prophesying and naming throughout the four winds of this earth, pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. And to the Aqua, the few sisters that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power, how about y'all shy a little willing to edify and feed the nails of how about y'all shy a little willing. And I have, let's see, I got 4 articles to profile, man. And 4 articles, I got 3 from Yahoo Finance.com and 1 from CNN. And each one of these articles are going to be telling you that, hey, the times we're in, and things are not okay, man. Because when you watch the news, they telling you things are going back to normal. This peace and safety, they got you people sleep, man. Especially you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are asleep and not knowing what in the hell is going on. You people are distracted now, okay? All right? Telling you that things are reopening back up and things are going back to normal. In the meantime, these articles, which I will put all 4 of them in the description box, is telling a different story. So, without further ado, let's start with this one. Let's start with the CNN article. All right, this is from CNNBusiness.com. Okay, and it says inflation is back. Biden should be worried. So you see? Did you hear that? Inflation is back. So inflation is about to kick in. This article came out yesterday, May 25th, 2021, year hastening the coming of the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? So you're going to read a little bit of this article. Okay? So let's see what this article says, man. Because, hey, like you say, they're telling you this peace and safety when there is no peace and safety. All right? And we're here to sound the alarm, to warn you. All right? Like it says in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, in the 17th verse. All right? Speaking, all right? Give them warning from me. And this time about you Israelites. We're here to warn you and to tell you that things are not okay. Things are not all right. All right? So without further ado, let's get into it. It said it is time to sound the inflation alarm inside the White House. Did you hear that? Let me read that again. It is time to sound the inflation alarm inside the White House. From used cars, gasoline to lumber and food, prices are surging. The return of inflation after a decades-long absence is squeezing families and businesses' recovery from the pandemic. In many ways, high prices can be seen as evidence that President Joe Biden's economic and health policies are working. No, it ain't. That's a lie. No, it's not, man. The success rollout of the jabs is allowing companies to reopen and Americans to resume traveling, spending, and working. Growth is being turbocharged by rock bottom interest rates and unprecedented stimulus, which is that stimulus check, man, which is a lie, man. Look, so if everything is going back to normal, and if everything is okay, then why things are going up? That don't sound like everything's alright to me. Anyway, let's read on, man. For many years, the nightmare of the U.S. economy was a Japanese-style spiral of falling prices. Now, the risk of the White House is an economy that overheats, forcing the Federal Reserve to cool it down by raising interest rates so aggressively that it circuits the Biden boom both on Main Street and Wall Street. The return of inflation also undermines Biden's effort to ease inequality. That's because higher prices on essentials are most painful for low income families. And who's this talking about? Low income families. You Israelites, man, because you're the poor in this society. Okay? You're the poor in this society. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the poor in this society. Okay? The same one hit hardest by the pandemic. The cruel thing about this is, once again, the little guy is being hurt. Richard Fisher, former president of the Dallas Federal Reserve, told CNN Business. All right, let's see. I'm gonna read it. It says Summers, the inflation risk is real. Larry Summers, got this guy's name, Larry Summers, the Clinton era Treasury Secretary, is sounding the alarm on inflation via a series of increasingly urgent warnings. On an op-ed titled "The Inflation Risk is Real," Summers wrote in the Washington Post Monday that overheating is now the primary risk facing the U.S. economy. The former Obama official said the Feds may need to begin to tighten policies and urgent and argued the Biden administration to move past emergency policies, including addressing a growing shortage of workers, and which that's happening, man, because people don't want to work now. Okay. Let's see. Let's read a little more. Nothing that inflation spikes disproportionately hurt the poor. Like I say, it's talking about you Israelites. Once again, the poor represents you Israelites because you're the poor in this society and are linked to diminishing trust in government. Summers reminded progressive that inflation plays a big role in electing Republican presidents in 1968 and 1980. Let's see. No sign of low-term inflation. And blah blah blah. Nah, that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this. I'll put that. If you want to read the rest, I'll put it in the description box. Let's move on to the next article, because you know that's being optimistic. Anyway, let's move on. This is another article. This is from YahooFinance.com. It says almost half of states will cancel pandemic unemployment programs, with Florida the latest on to opt out. So what that means? That means you people ain't gonna be getting federal unemployment anymore. All right, they're about to cancel that out. All right, which means a lot of you gonna be stuck, and I'm talking about you Israelites, man. Y'all about to catch it the worst. Let's read it. Florida is the latest Republican lead state to opt out of federal unemployment programs, early increasing the total numbers of states to 23. That will leave 4 million workers with little to no benefits next month. So they're about to cancel that, man. You people are not. You've been sitting on your behinds these past few months collecting money. You ain't gonna collect money no more. So what you gonna do now? You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're about to end that. Okay, let's read on. Florida's employers are also seeing employment growth as more Floridians, including some who completely left the workforce, are now eager re-entering the workforce. Dane Eagle, Secretary of Florida Department of Economic Opportunity, says in a press release on Monday, transitioning away from this benefits will help meet the demands of small and large businesses who are ready to hire and expand their workforce. Florida is canceling only the extra $300 a week in weekly unemployment benefits, while most of the other states also plans to eliminate the pandemic unemployment assistance program available to contractors and gig workers, along with the pandemic emergency unemployment compensation programs that provides additional week of benefits. So, hey, that's it, man. Okay? And that's the states that's doing it. All right, you got 23 states that's in the red that's doing this. My state is one of them. Okay, Arkansas, so they're doing it. Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. All right, you got Tennessee. Looks like New Hampshire, I believe. You got, what's that? This Alaska's doing it. All right, Arizona, Utah, and so on. You get the bit, man. I ain't gonna read all that, but you see. But you see the red right here. All right, you can freeze frame it. It says Florida's unemployment rate increased to 4.8% in April, still down from its pandemic peak to 14.2%, but higher than its pre-pandemic levels of 3.3% starting June 26. Around 420,000 workers in Florida will lose around $3,000 in addition unemployment benefits. That's a lot of money. Federal programs are set to expire on September 6th nationwide. So there you go. Trouble is ahead, man. All right. I'm not going to spend time on that one. I'm going to put it in the description box. You can go read it. Let's get some more before we get to scriptures. This is another article from YahooFinance.com. It says the world economy is suddenly running low on everything. You see? So there you go. It's like a year ago, as the pandemic ravaged countries after country and economies shuttered, customers were the ones panic buying. Today, on the rebound, is companies furiously trying to stock up. mattress production to car manufacturers to aluminum foil makers are buying more material than they need to survive the breakneck speed at which demand for goods is recovering, and usage that criminal fear of running out. The frenzy is pushing supply chains to the brink of seizing up. See, so the supply chain is through. Okay, shortages, transportation bottlenecks, and price spikes are nearly the highest level in recent memory, raising concerns that a supercharged global economy will will stoke inflation, which is underway, by the way. Okay, inflation is underway. Copper, iron, and steel, corn, coffee, wheat, and soybeans, lumber, semiconductor, plastic, and cardboard for packaging. The world is seemingly low on all of it. You name it. And we have a shortage on it. Tom Linebarger, chairman and chief executive of engine and generator manufacturer Cummins Incorporation, said on a call this month, clients are trying to get everything they can because they see high demands. Jennifer Rumsey, the Columbian, Indiana-based company's president, says they think it's going to extend into next year. You see? So, how things are getting better? Okay? Explain that. They saying that this could expand into next year. Which America ain't got long no way, man. Alright? Lord willing, we out of here. Okay? Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this. Like I said, I put it in the description box. I'm just making some point in these articles, and then we're gonna hit the scriptures because hey, we're damn near close to the end, and it's not gonna get no better, no matter what these people say. Because some of these articles I read, they're being optimistic. All right, that things are gonna get better. Things are gonna go back to normal. So you got to really, you got to read it between the lines, man. Okay. This is another article from YahooFinance.com. It says meat eaters hit hardest as inflation sweeps U.S. groceries aisles. Woo. Golly, boy. My. Inflation is landing in America's refrigerator and is hitting meat eaters the most of all. About 1/3 U.S. adults say they're spending more on groceries than they were at the start of 2021, according to a Morning Consult survey of 2,200 U.S. adults conducted May 17 to 19 for Bloomberg News. Red meat was the ingredient cited most often for its high prices, with chicken right behind. Food inflation has been enticing up for months, driven by soaring commodity costs, coastal transportation, and challenges securing labor, which means these you barely got no truckers to deliver this stuff. All right, they're running low on employment too. All right, so hey, how you gonna be able to get this stuff if you ain't got no truck drivers to get it to the stores? That's what really gonna drive things, and just eventually it's gonna be a shortage of it. Okay, rising demand for meat from home cooks as well as from the booming fast food industry has buoyant prices too. We've got these pockets of inflations without having corresponding wages growth, and that's going to put consumers in a real tough spot. Morning Consult economist John Lear said in an interview. To save money on their rising grocery bills, about a quarter of U.S. shoppers say they have started buying fewer items overall during the pandemic, including less meat. See? So people are now buying less because things gonna go and hey, it's really gonna kick in when hyperinflation kick in. People ain't gonna be able to afford it. Let's read on. Rising grocery bills also appear to disproportionately impact shoppers of color. Did you hear that? That's you Israelites. Let's read on. More than 40% of so-called Hispanics and so-called black respondents reported higher grocery costs since the start of the year, while most so-called white Americans reported no change in spending. So this is affecting you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is affecting you. All right? Let's read on. Leader says that likely because minority communities have been hit harder by the pandemic, including job cuts, meaning those shoppers are more likely to swap restaurant spending for more economical grocery shopping, resulting in higher grocery bills but lower overall food costs. You get the bit, man. That's it for that article. And there you go. See? So things are not getting better. All right. So without further ado, I'll put all these articles in the description box. You can go read them. Let's get the scriptures, man, because these are the times we're in. All right. And things are not going to get no better. Actually, I'm going to start at the top. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be? And what shall be the sign? Be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world. Whose world? Esau Edom's world. Okay, the end of the age. Ion. Okay, and you know what? Let's prove that. And I want to, I want to make sure I prove things. All right, they prove all things. Let's Let's go to it. All right. Matthew 24 and verse 3. That up. But that goes to show you things are not getting better. And hey, you people are distracted. Okay? Being distracted and not paying attention to what's going on. Alright?
Strong's G 165.
Aeon, actually, for that word. Alright? Let's see. Period of time. Age. Alright? The end of age. All right, so we're about to enter a new age, the age of the Israelites. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed. Okay, forever. No, that pretty much made the point. All right, let's go back to the scripture. All right, let's read this again. Matthew 24 and verse 3 again. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came, and this talking about Yahushua. Okay, and his disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be? The signs. All right. What's going to be the signs to watch for? Okay. Like it says in 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. Measure thou the times diligently in itself. And we're watching. We're paying attention to the signs, the prophecies. Okay. And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Esau Edom's kingdom, man. Okay. Let's read on. Verse 7. Let's get down to verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. This is what's coming. Famines, food shortages. All right. Also, the famine of the word is underway. Okay. These devils going to shut down this internet and they ain't going to be able to get this word anymore. Okay. Let's read that again. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. More pestilent diseases are coming. All right. You people think peace and safety. The good old days are coming back. Happy days are about to return. No, man. Happy days ain't returning. And these people, like I read in those articles, look, they're being optimistic. Okay. So you really got to read between the lines when you read these articles because they're being optimistic. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. So things ain't going to get better. Okay? Let's go here. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All these things are being sent to correct you Israelites, to get you to wake up. It is high time to wake up out of sleep. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, don't fall for the okie doke, man. Don't fall for that crap that you hearing on the news. The economy is bouncing back. Okay? And like I read in our previous article, let's go back to it. Right? Oh, there we go. Right here. It says inflation is back. Biden should be worried. So, hey, look, not just President Biden, everybody should be worried. You people, you Israelites should be worried. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans should be worried because this is going to affect you the most. And hey, like I said in the article, all right, this is affecting you. Let's go back to the article that I had. Let's see where it go down. Right here. It says rising grocery bills also appear to disproportionately impact shoppers of color. That's talking about you Israelites. So this is going to affect you a lot more than Esau Edom. It's going to affect them too, but this is going to affect you even more. Why? Because of the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Jacob's trouble is at hand. We're in Jacob's trouble, but it haven't gone full blown yet. Okay? So this is going to affect you a lot more. Why? Because this is sent for, let's read it again. 2 News chapter 16, verse 19 again. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All these are being sent to correct you Israelites, to wake you up, to make you realize what time is the times we in. Okay? It is high time to wake out of sleep. Let's get that since I quoted it. I done quoted it about 2 times, so let's just go and get it. This is high time to awake out of sleep, man. Okay? This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Wake your ass up, man. Excuse my language. It is time for you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake up and realize what's going on around you. A lot of you walking around, y'all sleep. Y'all in a dumbed down, docile state. Don't know what the hell is going on. Don't know what's coming. You can't even see it because you too busy thinking about, I want to go back to the nightclub. I want to go back partying again. I want to go back to concerts again. All of this crap that you people really believe that's going to come back. That ain't coming back. These people are tricky. Whoo. Boy, I tell you, man. Esau really got you people in a trick bag, man. He got you Israelites in a trick bag, and man, whew, it's over for you. If you don't wake up, you're going to get caught. That's all I got to tell you. Let's read this again. In Romans 13:11. That knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Let's read on. I'm going to read this whole thing, man. Our salvation is near. The chariots are here. They're appearing. Got these devils trembling. Esau is trembling over these chariots. They flipping out. They don't know what the hell to do. But hey, the elect, all right, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, I'm a part of that elect, and all you brothers and you sincere sisters out there that watch the videos, you brothers out there that teach and preach the truth with all righteousness and sincerity, okay, we hope to be saved out of these times of trouble. 2/3 of you Israelites, y'all ass is going to get jacked up out here. If y'all don't wake up and, hey, and see the light and come back to this wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua before it's too late. Because this word ain't going to be around for too long, man. All right? Verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast out the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, man. Verse 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and in envying. Let's look at this word wantonness. Let's go look at this word. Let's go to Romans 13:11. Romans 13, not Romans 13:11, but 13, Slocky. I'm gonna look at this word here. Right here.
Strong's G 766. That's El Gaya. That's El Gaya.
That's El Gaya for that word. It says, unbridled lust, excess, all right, lasciviousness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness, and a lot of you Israelites, you're shameless. You walking around thinking that everything is going back to normal. You're walking around shamelessness. No shame in the world, man. Ain't trying to repent. Around here, filthy. Isolent. Let's go to the word isolent. Define. See what that word means. All right. Insolence, Salaki, I'm sorry. Pronouncing wrong. Insolent. Rude and disrespectful behavior. That's come on, man. That's 2/3 of you Israelites. Rude and disrespectful behavior. You thinking things are going back to normal. You ain't got to listen to the prophets. Y'all been prophesying about stuff like that that's gonna happen for a long time and it ain't came. That's the attitude of you Israelites, man. The attitude of y'all, man. That's the attitude of a lot of you. Look at this word. Let's find this word. Yeah, let's just type that. Let's get that. Let's just look it up. Like that. That's what it means. The hell? It's lucky. What am I doing? Licentious. Alright. Premisinous and unprincipled. Nah, that's not it. Disregarding accepted rules or conventions, especially in grammar. No, I don't think that's what it means. Let's see, look it up here in the Webster Dictionary. Yeah, here we go. It's much better. It says lacking legal or moral restraints. Marked by disregard for strict rules of correctness. A lot of you Israelites don't want to be corrected. Y'all hate correction. Come on, man. That's the Israelites to the T, man. All right, let's get back to the scriptures. You get the bit. Anything else? See. Yeah, you get it. You get the bit. Let's go back to the scriptures. All right. Let's read this again. So this is Romans 13:13 again. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting, nor in drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Let's go to this word rioting. You know, I ain't intending to make this lesson long, man, but that's all right. It's all good. Got to edify.
Strong's G 2970.
Komos for that word. And reveal Korosan, a nocturnal and riotous procession of half drunken and forlicensed fellows who, after the supper, parade through the streets with torches and music and honoring of baracas or some other deities, and singing and playing before house of male and females friends, hence used generally of feasts and drinking parties that are protractedly till late at night and indulge in reverently. All right, so hey, that sounds like you Israelites, man. Okay, you Israelites want to go back to that lifestyle, that partying, going back to the nightclubs and partying and being loose. As as it says down here, it says curl as if letting loose, revealing rioting. Yep. You get the bit. Alright. Let's go back to the scriptures. Alright. Let's read verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Hamashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And you know what? While I was reading that definition, I actually thought of this scripture right here. Ezekiel 12 and verse 26. This is the attitude of you Israelites right here. This is the attitude of you, a lot of you Israelites, 2/3 of you Israelites mostly. This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. That's the attitude of you Israelite. You think what we're speaking about is not going to happen in your lifetime. You see things going back to normal, it's like, oh, they were wrong, and look, things going back to normal, man. Them guys need to just shut up and all of that. No, man. Look, things are not going back to normal. Yeah, it looks like it's going back to normal. All right, that peace and safety, which you're being blinded by, because that's what it is, peace and safety. All right, Esau Edom is speaking to you these smooth words of peace and safety when there's no peace. We're not in the time of peace, man. We're in the time of war and hate. Okay, as it says in Ecclesiastes 3:8. Okay, verse 28. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai. These prophecies are no longer going to be prolonged. All right, you got the MOTB underway. They're about to go digital. They're about to move to their digital currency. The global economic reset is underway. Okay, the new world order. They're about to move to digital currency. They're about to crash this old economy out. They're about to crash this petrodollar. It's not worth anything anymore. But no, you people out there thinking everything is good. Hey, been warned. That's all I can tell you, man. Because, hey, and as a matter of fact, that's what I was. All right, let's go back here where I was. The second Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. That's 2/3 of you Israelites. You don't want to hear this word. You don't want to hear it, but you're going to wish you heard it pretty soon. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. A lot of you Israelites, you think yourselves in good case. All right? You're the one who's going to catch the most hell when Jacob's trouble hit. You're going to catch the most hell. It's time to wake up, man. Okay? Because you're going to be the one out here catching the hell, Jacob's trouble. All right? We're going to catch the hell too, but hey, the difference between the 144,000 and 1/3 hopeful elect and you 2/3 Israelites, that the 1/3 elect and the 144,000, we're going to be okay. We're going to be saved out of this. Barely, but we're going to be saved out of it. 2/3 of you Israelites, you're going to die on this side and you're going to have to come back in the kingdom, man. Okay? For all the people out there, and you know, like that Israelite group that's teaching that the 2/3 are not going to come back in the kingdom. Yes, they are. Okay? 2/3 are going to come back into the kingdom, but they're going to be in their right mind. They're going to be, low. They're going to have a lower rank, but they're going to be back in the kingdom. But that's for another lesson. Okay? Where was I? I'm going to start again. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21 again. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That's that word famine again. You still ain't getting it? Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. A lot of you Israelites are going to die from food. You're not going to be able to eat. Like it says in Isaiah 65 and verse 13, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. 2/3 of you Israelites are going to starve out here. And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. If you escape the hunger, you don't die from hunger, Esau is going to bring his sword. And you know what the modern day sword is? The gun. A lot of you Israelites going to be taken by the sword, man. Wake up. It's time to wake out of sleep. It ain't time to be. Joe Biden has done a good job of rocking you Israelites back to sleep. That's why they call him Sleepy Joe anyway. Woo. Oh boy. Sleepy Joe. Oh man. Let's see. Let's go here. Since I mentioned it. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. I ain't planning to go on this long, but that's okay. That's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai B'Hashem Rakakadash. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai power. Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. 2/3 of you gonna be ashamed that you didn't get this gospel, that you didn't listen to the prophets that was warning your behind. You're going to be ashamed in that day. And that day is fast approaching. Look at what's going on, man. Judgment is coming forth throughout the four corners of the earth. Look what happened today. 8 people shot dead in San Jose, California. And I'm gonna do a lesson on that. Judgment is coming. Judgment is here, man. I ain't say it's coming. It's here. Judgment is going forth throughout the four corners of the earth, and including here in Babylon the Great. And it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Wake up, man. Come on. My goodness. Verse 14, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Keep telling you, man. Let's get this. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world. This is what's happening now. Look at what's going on in Australia. Mice infestation. You got little rodents just run. Man. Woo. Man, how about you outside visiting this place, man? It's so much going on that, boy, I'll have to do a 2-part lesson, man. I'll have to do a whole lesson on this stuff, man. There's so much going on. But a lot of you people are not paying attention, especially you Israelites, man. You're not paying attention to what's going on. There's so much going on until, wow. Let's read this again. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Again, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That is what's coming. Nothing good is coming, man. And I'm going to keep saying that. We're going to keep prophesying and saying that nothing good is coming. Because, hey, if you got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, hey, Yahweh Shai's opened up your eyes to see these things, then you're blessed. Like it says in Matthew what's the scripture? I think it's the 11th chapter, I believe, or the 12th chapter, 13th, where it says, blessed are your eyes for they see, and blessed are your ears for they hear. If you can receive this truth, then you're blessed, man. You're not lucky, you're blessed. But if you can, then hey, Yahweh Shai didn't want you to wake up. You're 2/3, period, point blank. Psalms 37 and 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. The elect are not going to be ashamed in the evil times to come. Because we know what's going on. We know what's coming. We know that Esau is coming. We can see it from a mile away, man. We're not ignorant of Esau's devices. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. In the days of famine, we're going to be satisfied. I just got through reading that in Isaiah 65 and verse 13. The servants of the Lord Yahweh Shai are going to be straight. This is what's happening now. This is Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, they shall be for destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break the staff of bread. Break your staff of bread. And that's what's happening. The supply chain is being broken. This place ain't got long. Verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall berave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahweh Shai, have spoken it. So all you people that thinking peace and safety is coming back, hey, better wake up and realize, man. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai is so coming as a thief in the night. Yahweh Shai is coming like a thief in the night. And it's going to catch a lot of 2/3 of you Israelites off guard if you ain't paying attention. And a lot of you ain't. You sleep. Like the walking dead. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, They're telling you peace and safety. Things are going back to normal. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Not going to escape. Okay? Last scripture, and I'm going to close it out. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect are going to be saved out of it. Barely. But we're going to be saved. Okay? But 2/3 of you are going to be left here for missile food, for the sword, for the destruction. All right? So, hey, wake up. Come back to the Lord. How about y'all shine? And you know what? Let's get one more before I close it out. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. If you ain't paying attention, you're going to be destroyed, man. Period, point blank. So I'm in the lesson here, man. I ain't intending to go long, but that's okay. I had to come. It had to be edified. It had to come out. So, Lord, when I pray this lesson was edifying, all praises to Yahweh Shemi Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone rule well, and as always we give peace, blessings, and salutations to the elected scattered abroad. See you with another lesson soon, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharal, Shalom, and Abad Babal, and Abad Adawam. Wake up, Israel, man, before it's too late. Get this word while you can before it's too late, before the destruction comes. Don't be like 2/3 out here that are sleeping, not knowing what's coming. Okay? So wake up, continue to watch, continue to pray, because the destruction is near. Till next time, I say Shalom to the elect. Barakatham. Shalom.